Yeah, let's go. Let's on to the next. Remember, five videos in one day. Let's roll with it. Lighting's good. T looks good. Georgetown. Shoes are intact. Let's roll with it. Hey everybody, once again, just want to give you guys a big thank you for coming into another Sneaker Profiles and joining your boy Floyd Chavez with another unboxing. Like I said, these shoes that I'm pulling from, or I should say this series that I'm pulling from, was a series or a live from back in November 18th, 2021. So sorry, correction on the past video. I said that it was back in December. The actual date was November 18th, 2021. So it was even before Thanksgiving when I did this live. But basically, I'm pulling those shoes from that remind me of my middle school days, my high school days. And, I wasn't able to get back then, but I did obtain later on as the years went on when they, became retro. So very thankful that Nike did retro these shoes. A lot of them have, only got that one retro and never been retroed, but then some of them have been retroed over and over again. So this one, you guys are all aware. You guys have all seen it. I don't know. Do you guys remember this shoe? Were you guys even around when this shoe came out? Drop a comment down below. Let me know if you guys remember this shoe. If not, what do you guys think about this shoe? Because to me, I remember this when I was in high school. This shoe, I remember just one guy actually having him. I didn't know him personally, but I remember seeing him, and he always had this pair. It really always attracted my eye. But obviously, at that time, I was still a high school student. I wasn't working. My parents, could only afford to buy me a certain amount of shoes each school year. So, I wasn't able to get them like on a constant basis, like I have obtained now. So, but shout out to my parents, my mom and my dad. I appreciate both of them for being so hardworking and always blessing me and always suiting me nice as far as clothing and then also shoes. I just, was one of those kids I wish I had it all, just like I'm sure we all did at that age. So, appreciate you, mom and dad. I love you both. But let's go ahead and go on to this shoe. Like I said, drop comments down below. Let me know you guys if you guys remember this shoe. Let me know if you guys actually had this shoe. If you guys do remember this, did you have this in your collection? Do you remember this ever coming out? Shout out to the person that this shoe was based off after. And I'm going to go into a little bit of history on that. So, like I said, this is a retro. So let's take a look. This is the retro box. So let's take a look. Size 10.5. The Nike Air Max NM. And then you see the retail 140 on this. So pretty expensive retro. There you go. In vision, you could see the Georgetown T. We'll go ahead and get into that a little bit later. Let's get into the shoes now. So 10.5. Let me know what you guys think about this shoe. Definitely love this shoe. Definitely always wanted this shoe back in high school. So what did I do as the years came through? They retroed it, and your boy was able to get it in his collection. Have wore these, so you won't see me touching the bottom, but I will show you more in depth on this. But this is the Nike Air Max NM. In case you don't know what that NM is, Hideo Nomo. So let's go into the little history of Hideo Nomo as I bring you a closer look of this shoe. Let's go right there. What do you guys think of this color? Love the colorway. Love the style. Straight 90s, right? So Hideo Nomo opened the floodgates as the first Japanese-born full-time Major League Baseball player. Nomo's appeal was well-rounded, from his connections to the Pacific Rim to one of a kind wind-up. I mean, if you guys remember him, you remember that wind-up. So it's no surprise that Nike noticed this and signed him. The Nike Air Max NM Nomo was released back in 1997. So this was a 1997 shoe. Like I said, I was in high school at this time when this first came out. And then, thank God that Nike came back. They retroed this for the first time in 2011. So this is the 2011 pair, I believe. So here we go. This was a year after 1997 was a year or two after he won the National League Rookie of the Year, which was in 1995. And if the soul looks familiar, that's because it's the same one that was released on the Air Griffey Max 1 in 1996. So here you go. The Air Nomo. What do you guys think? Love that Nike swoosh. This is that black and red. And what I like about this shoe, because I'm not a Dodger fan, there's no Dodger blue. But if you remember, or let me remind you, they did make an all blue one. So that one does exist. Your boy does not have that because that's a little bit too Dodger blue. But you do see that nice blue hit on that Nike swoosh, and then also these lace loops right there. But what do you guys think about this shoe? I mean, I absolutely love this shoe. I'm so grateful and so thankful that Nike blessed us with the retro of this shoe. And the thing is, you guys probably will be like, man, it's not a big deal. The shoe's all right. It's, wide. Of course, it's a 90s shoe. They're all wide back in the 90s. And then right there, let me get you a little closer. So you see that Nike symbol, and then there's a baseball right there in the middle of the Nike. So pretty cool hit. Like I said, I did wear this. I remember I actually wore this to the office one time. So this has been worn one time. I wore this to the office for work. Sported with some jeans. I want to say light blue jeans. So, I mean, comfortable. From what I remember, it was very comfortable. But definitely just, a head turner because it's just 90s. It's 90s all around. If you grew up around this time, around, especially if you were in high school or middle school, you should remember this shoe, because it was just one of this different shoe. And then especially too, because back then you didn't really see too many baseball players have, a Nike shoe besides like Griffey. I want to say that's pretty much really it. I think even there's a couple players that actually had their own like cleats. I remember Kenny Lofton had one. Nomo actually had one, which was completely different from this shoe. It was actual a cleat, and it did not look nothing like this. So, just a little bit of history. I remember, going. I don't know if you guys remember this, but East Bay magazines. I remember seeing this shoe in there. I remember seeing all the all the shoes, the cool shoes that were coming out that Nike was releasing. That's how I would get my plug basically on what's coming out, how much they were good going to be. And I always would wish that I could get every single one. Unfortunately that wasn't the case, but it is the case now. Pretty much I can get any shoe that I really want, besides those really crazy expensive ones, those limited edition ones. But what do you guys think about this shoe? Do you remember this shoe? Were you a fan of Hideo Nomo? Do you even know who Hideo Nomo is? A Dodgers pitcher, in case you guys are not aware. But do you remember him? He had a good career. Didn't last too long. I think once the batters got really good as far as timing and spotting his pitches, it was kind of pretty much a game over after that. But yeah, for those first few years, I remember he was just untouchable. I'm not sure if he did a pitch a no hitter. I want to say he did. But yeah, I mean, obviously he made a big impact because Nike signed him. I'm sure because the whole Japanese trying to get to that realm of culture, so they made this shoe. But let me know, Japanese people, if you guys are tuned into my channel, and I hope you do. What do you guys think about this shoe? Do you remember this shoe growing up, or just in general? Anybody? Do you guys remember this shoe, and what do you guys think about it? Really quick, I appreciate you guys for always showing up. The fellas, thank you so much for coming through, for comments, for liking. Continue to do that. Ladies, I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much. Hopefully more ladies can come in, be present in the building, be present in the comments. Definitely, everybody hit that thumbs up. Show me that you guys love this content, that you like it. Also, hit that reminder button. We are all busy people. So that reminder button, that bell reminds you not to forget about me when I do drop content. And then also, if you guys are not aware, I'm sure you guys all are, go follow me on Instagram, Floyd Chavez Jr. You can find me there. always posting, foot pics, or just detailing shoes as far as my shorts. Also, you can watch my shorts on YouTube. I'd appreciate that. They're only 16 seconds long. Just provide me all the support you can. Like I said, I'm a very small channel. It is May 22nd, so I'm recording all 5 of these videos on today, so that's why I'm wearing the same tee. But in case you guys are barely tuning in for the first time as far as this series goes, this is number 32. This is a vintage Georgetown tee, single stitch, so it's vintage, but just classic. I don't know the year of this tee. This is a large, so really quick. All the vintage tees, they fit a little smaller than normal when it comes to sizing. So this one fits me perfect. This is a large, and you guys all know, or if you guys don't know, I am a medium in all reality. So enough about that. Thank you for tuning in. Hopefully you guys could tune in to number 33, which is be coming soon, shortly, in a minute. But shout out to each and every one of you. Like I said, I will catch you soon. But until then, you guys stay blessed, and I'll catch you pretty soon on the next Sneaker Profiles.